Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Kingdom City, Missouri. Stopped here, we're gonna take a short break, even though I just started out of Columbia, Missouri. Yeah, I need a little break, man. My back is freaking killing me for some reason. Check it out, what do you guys think? I wrapped it, and then I've had these for a while, stainless steel straps. I think it looks good, even though the color is a little bit off, but I think it still looks good. There used to be a shop right there. Well, there's still some kind of shop, but they don't work on semi-trucks anymore. I used to get my oil changed there for years because they were very reasonable. But ever since they closed, about maybe 3 years ago, I've been changing my own oil. Hell yeah, buddy. Saving that moolah, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let's get going. Alrighty, let's get going. 5 pallets of milk is what we have in the back of this reefer. It is 9,000, a little bit over 9,000 pounds. Picked it up in Columbia, Missouri. Aurora Organic Dairy. And we are taking it to Aldi's distribution center in Salisbury, North Carolina. So tomorrow we're gonna be running through the gorge. Yes, sir. In case some of you guys didn't know, there Interstate 40 is open through the gorge, but only you know, one lane each way. So all right. The trip is about 860 miles, so 858 to be exact. So, but today we only gonna drive till we get to Knoxville, I think. So, Knoxville, Tennessee, my brain. This is what professional driver is right here. We're about to get passed by one right now. Just a second. Hold on. Thank you so much, buddy. Right there. I was in the right lane. There's a car and like emergency flashing lights being repaired on the right-hand shoulder. This guy right here sees that the car is over there, slows down, flashes his lights at me so I can get over in front of him to the left lane. And thank you, USPS. You guys have a very professional driver right there, man. What you got there, buddy? Is that looks like the thing for the crane. Yeah, it sure does. I might be wrong, but definitely could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Right there, buddy. We are in St. Louis, Missouri, ladies and gents. STL. Hells yeah. Welcome to Illinois, everyone. All right, Interstate 64. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gents. 71 miles until we get to where? Come on. Today, Junior. Mount Vernon, Illinois. Yes, sir. Illinois. This sign is turned off. That means that the scale is turned off as well. All right. Very nice, man. We got one more in Illinois. We got one in Kentucky. Then we got one in Knoxville. And then one in North Carolina. And I think that should be it. Oh, they tore it down. They tore down the little house, whatever, scale house. It's like they're getting ready to build a state-of-the-art facility for safety. Welcome to Mount Vernon, ladies and gents. Mount Vernon, Illinois. Interstate 57 south is this road right here. Illinois is working it, man. They're fixing it up. Hopefully they make it real nice, right? I read somewhere this past weekend Interstate 70 in Missouri, you know, they're adding a third lane in each direction from St. Louis to Kansas City. And they're also redoing a bunch of intersections. It says it's not gonna be completed for like another 5 or 6 years, man. Which is kind of crazy, but hey, you guys take your time, man. As long as you do a good job, I mean, it should last, but I guess we'll see. Let's see what these gentlemen here are saying. Looks like they're pulling everybody in, so we're gonna have to go in as well, unless we get a green light on our brake pass. No, they're not pulling everybody in, are they? Green light. All right, well, thank you, Illinois. Much appreciated. Okay, buddy. Always, green light is always appreciated. Thank you. There's 2 state troopers over there.
In 2 miles, take exit 44 for I-24 east toward Nashville.
What happened, dude? Did you miss your exit or something? Alright, making great time, man. We're about to enter Kentucky. I've been thinking about the nap for the past 4 hours, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I want to get past Nashville before all the traffic jams, but I'm not sure if that's going to be possible, but we will do our best.
Ahead.
Duh. No shit, my lady. Thanks a lot, Captain Obvious. Pay attention whenever you're driving through construction zone, man. These guys are out here working to provide for their families, and it's a very dangerous job. It really is. Like, I don't think I would be able to do it, man. Have these big ass semi trucks and cars zooming by day and night. Hell no, man. There was a construction worker that was killed by a semi truck in West Virginia yesterday, unfortunately. So rest in peace to that dude. 28-year-old Russian dude, appears to be Russian by his name, was arrested and charged with vehicular manslaughter. Sucks, man. Really does. I feel bad for both of them. I really do. I feel, you know, more bad for the guy who's dead, but I also feel bad for the other guy, you know, because you were not paying attention, buddy, and in a second your life has changed forever, and other people's lives have changed forever due to you not paying attention, due to you doing something you're not supposed to do. Because if you're paying attention, that shit will not happen unless he comes out flying in front of you, you know. But I don't know, man. Guy has a, you know, kids, family. Maybe the other guy, the driver, has kids and family. You know, kids, wife, whatever. It sucks, man. It really does. So, freaking hell, bro. I need to stop watching the news, bro, because it's just all negative bullshit, you know. It really is. Anyway, we're gonna take it easy through here because it looks like they changed the speed limit to 55 miles an hour, but it used to be like 65 or 70, I believe, here in Kentucky. So. Culver City, Kentucky, ladies and gentlemen, is where we currently are. Time for a short break, which is already over. And now let's keep on trucking. Let's get going, man. We're gonna go down here by the dam, go around their revenue collecting center up there at 24. I'm sure I would get a green light, but well, I'm not sure, but how can you say you're sure, you freaking fool? You know, better safe than sorry. I want to get to Knoxville as soon as possible. Take a shot of NyQuil and sleep. Tennessee River. I don't see anybody fishing over here today, but I'm sure there's gonna be some people later on today when they get back home from work. Not me, buddy. Not me. Maybe find like 6 life vests or whatever they're called, life jackets. We are back on 24 East, that is. Nice and safe. "97 miles until we get to Nashville." This road right here to Kentucky is usually very bad. you go up and down, up and down, up and down, because the road is made out of concrete and it has a lot of seams in it, and then the truck, it just bounces on each one of them seams, like it goes up and down. But I don't have that anymore. I don't have that right now, and the reason for that is I got rid of my old shocks. Well, they're not really old, they're probably maybe 6 months old. And last Friday I put on a new set of Monroe Magnum shocks, and man, I'm very freaking happy, man. I really am. The ones that I had before were like, what were they, like Bulldog HD from Force State Chrome Shop down in Joplin. I would never put those things on again, man. I really wouldn't. It was just a waste of money, you know? I might, whenever I go down through Joplin, I might stick them in a truck and try to see if I can return them, you know. Tell them, hey, I don't like the way they ride. Either give me like a maybe store credit or give me something else, you know. Because they were like $600, man, you know. But yeah, Monroe shocks, Monroe Magnum, really freaking happy the way they ride, man. I really am. Yes, sir. We are in Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen. Almost to Nashville. All right, let's get on Tennessee State Route 155, right?
Continue for 12 miles.
And go around that mess that's going on down in Nashville, buddy. Because it looks like a big mess. Miles till we get to Interstate 40, and we're gonna take that east. Man, this trailer with the air ride in the back and the ones that I was pulling for JB Hunt is like, okay, slow down, let's put on 4-ways. It's like freaking night and day difference, man, in ride quality. I mean, it's like, I don't know, because those JB Hunt trailers, they don't have airbags. They are only spring rides. They don't have shocks or anything. And it's like very rough ride. So if you ever think about buying your own trailer, make sure it's air ride, because a lot of times you will find a load where they require you to have a air ride trailer. So they will not load. Well, they will load because they don't come outside and check, but I mean, they've never come out to check mine, you know, to say, hey, let me get down here under it and see if it has airbags. No, but a lot of times, you know, on the rate confirmation, it will say air ride van or van air ride or like reefer air ride, you know, stuff like that. So even when you book it a load, it'll say that. Just a suggestion for you, ladies and gents. If you think about buying your own equipment, which is highly recommended by me, of course. Hell yeah, buddy. Old Glory, right over there on the right. We salute you, my old glorious friend. Alright, hell yeah, buddy. Camping World, of course. What else can it be? Unmuffled, engine braking prohibited. Well, thanks for the invitation. Whoa, traffic jam. Alright, 4 ways. I gotta get in over here to the freaking right, man. Shit.
The right 2 lanes to take exit 6AB for I-40 East toward Airport, International Airport.
Alright, thanks, car. Okay, go on, Kia. I mean, Hyundai. Same shit.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 6AB, then use the right...
A lot of traffic here on 40 East, man. A lot. People are getting off from work and going home. That's how it usually is. In the afternoon, traffic is going outside of the city. In the morning, traffic is going inside the city. So that's how it usually is. You see, I leave this big gap in front of me and up to the next car, and a lot of these morons think that I left this gap here for them to cut in, but they don't know it's for safety, man. It's so that I have, in case I need to slam on my brakes, I have plenty of room to stop, you know, slow down, so I don't run into somebody. But it is what it is, man. One of these days, these cocksuckers gonna learn. they're gonna meet a driver who's texting and driving. I hope not, but they might. All right, it's nothing but an open road right now. Very freaking nice, man. We made it just in time for it to not get super bad. It was starting to get bad, but just because you have these morons on the left, you know, you have 4 lanes, you have morons over here all the way in the left lane, and then they're trying to cut in over here all the way to the right so they can exit, and it's just, you know, creating a mess, you know. And then you have 1 lane end and then another one end, and it's just, it is what it is, man. Patience is the key, which I do not have a lot, but I'm trying to be more patient. I really am. I think I gotta work on that shit a little bit more. A lot of freaking greenery out here, man. I like it. That means that the cold is pretty much over, even though it was pretty cold last night in Missouri. It really was. It was down to like 40s, low 40s, which, I mean, it's not that cold, but still, it's a lot colder than I would like it to be. Gotta put that Miss Jenny back on the catwalk over there. Cause it's about to get hot, and we need something to keep us cool, man. Trucks must stop for weighing and inspection, but I think this place is closed. I'm pretty sure it's closed. At least I freaking hope so. See this first guy right here? Don't be that guy, man. I know you can be tired or whatnot, but don't be that guy, bro. You're gonna get yourself killed, get somebody else killed, and you don't want that, man. No matter how tired I am, I will not stop there. No, sir. That's freaking dangerous, I'm telling you. I'm gonna put a link of this one video down here in the description if you guys wanna watch it, but after you get done watching this video, my video, okay, you have to watch this video first. You understand me, bruh? It's from the show last week tonight, and it just perfectly sums up in kind of a funny way of how bad the trucking industry really is. And yeah, just take a look at it and you will kind of understand even more than what I can explain to you, because they kind of explain it in a lot better way than I did, you know, than I could. I mean, I can explain it too, but I wouldn't be as funny as this dude. So just, yeah, take a look at it, and yeah, man, they kind of touch on everything, you know, lease purchase, like driver turnover. You know, there's no driver shortage. It's just that, you know, companies, there's 100% driver turnover rate, like, and some companies even have like 300% driver turnover rate. That means they hire 3 people for 1 position in a year, and they all quit because they suck. You know, it sucks, man. I'm telling you, trucking, it can be very good. It really can. it's been okay for me, you know. I mean, I know I complain sometimes, but you know, it is what it is, man. The number one thing I hate is like long waits at the shipper and receiver, you know, stuff like that, and being away from from home, you know. Those are the only two things that I don't really like about it. But yeah, take a look at the video, man, and you'll see what's going on out here. But I'm saying, you know, it can be good, you really can, but it can also be bad. So if you want to come into this business, by all means, welcome, but do it at your own risk, buddy. Alright, looks like we're gonna start climbing up somewhere. I don't know what this is. Kind of big ass hill over here. It says trucks use right lane next 5 miles. So let's see what's happening. And right lane we will use no matter how slow the next truck is ahead of us. Because the last thing I freaking need, man, is to pay a fine, pay a ticket, have that shit go on my record. No, sir. So, no more monkeying around. So, you dudes, go ahead. Do you, my friend. Do you. And we gonna do us. Right over here in the right-hand lane. What this stupid state should do is build a third lane, you know. Like, I don't understand it, you know, but it is what it is, man. Yeah, it looks like we got Amazon over here in front of this Averett truck. He's got his 4-ways on. He's doing about 40 miles an hour, so that's what we're gonna do until the road sign says otherwise. We are in Knoxville, Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get the truck and reefer filled up, and we're gonna shut her down right here and go to sleep. So, and yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you everybody so much for watching. It's much appreciated. Tomorrow we're gonna run through the gorge, see what's happening down there. Haven't been there in like a year, and haven't been there since the road opened up. Only westbound lanes are open, I believe. One lane going each way. So we'll see what's happening over there tomorrow. So all you guys have a good night. Stay safe out there, and thank you so much for watching. Take her easy. Saved $101.24. So there you go. If you don't have mud flap, you should get it, buddy. 53-cent discount at TA right here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Have a good night, everybody.